Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Rebels Arca series for the Bubba's Tire Barn 100 in the Warren Driver Training Arca series, racing etiquette, flexible freight solutions, Thunderstruck. I mean, we got a lot of sponsors here tonight, so but we're gonna call it the Arca oh my gosh, the Rebel Arca series, and tonight we're in Kentucky, and we're racing probably about 700 horses around this track. So looking forward to getting this thing rolling. Just got out of a race, so still kind of wore out from that, but we'll get this thing rolling as we look at Kentucky. 1.5 miles, so pretty quick track. Got a little grip strip down on the bottom, and I can already tell from practice that these cars can be slipping and sliding all over the place. So you're going to see guys really trying to catch these cars, trying to make that bottom side work. We'll see if anybody tries to get the top. I don't think the top is going to work at all, but going to be a good night of racing. I can almost guarantee you that. Let's go ahead and get to the grid though, as we give out the Chuck Pegleg Pole Award, and Michael Kosick gonna take home the pole. So great run out of him. Second place, Jason Warren. Third, Andy Kurtz. Fourth, Josh Lokovitz. Tyler Rice is fifth. Matt Clement is sixth. Mickey Isaac is seventh. Aaron Adcock is eighth. Steven Gibson is ninth. 10th is Kenneth Pack. Kyle Roberts is 11th. Got a big old field tonight. Jason Lodger's 12th. 13th, Greg Barnett. 14th, Brandon Wallace. 15th, Alan Wernecki. 16th, Stephen McDonald. 17th, Chuck Feltz. 18th, William Griffith. 19th, Brandon Pollock. 20th, Kieran Church. 21st, Todd Schott. 22nd, Logan Surgeon. 23rd, Josh Oswald. 24th, Charles Stevens Jr. 25th, Kai Shepard. 26th, Jonathan Cofield. And 27th, Michael Nash. Well, ready to get into some real racing this season as we got Daytona week out of the way in all series, and we're now moving on to the meat of the season, the driver skill tracks. We're going to see who's going to come out and on all 8 cylinders and take home this victory tonight. Kentucky always seems to put on a good show. Don't have it run too many races in Kentucky, but it's good to see it on the schedule. It's always good to see some different type of tracks, some that you don't see a lot. It's a very unique 1.5 miler, a little bit more D oval than most. Instead of a tri oval or quad oval, it has sort of a tri oval. So you're able to keep that speed up, use a little bit of that apron to gain a little extra speed down the front stretch, and then try the best you can to get that car on the bottom and come off low, get a good run. Arca Series, one of the best, if not the best, in Original Rebels, and every week just puts on a great show. Try to see what the points look like. Cofield ended up winning the race last week and picked up quite a few bonus points. Already has a 5-point lead, a 6-point lead on Andy Kurtz. So it looks like Cofield didn't qualify. I don't know if he missed qualifying or didn't want to or what, but he's going to be starting in the back. We'll keep an eye on him on that 58 car as he gets ready to try to defend that win. But all eyes right now on Michael Kosick in that 3 and that 32 of Jason Warren. Andy Kurtz, always a threat. Josh Lokovitz and Tyler Rice looking for some really, really good finishes. Hopefully try to get one of those dubs. Got a little gap here on the outside. Not really sure what's going on. Somebody's blinking out, but I don't know what's going on with this top line. But we're getting ready to go green here at Kentucky. Slow roll into the green flag. Green flag is out. Jason Warren actually gets a jump there on Caustic as they go down in turn 1. Let's see how the bottom and the top work. As they go through turn 1, we are clean through here. Jason Warren fighting hard. Able to keep that car up next to Caustic. Let's see how they do going into turn 3. Jason Warren, man, just gassed it up. Got a huge run through the middle of that corner and came out with the lead. He's going to stay high, and I think he's still clear. He is. So Jason Warren takes over the top spot, leads the first lap with a strong move in 3 and 4. Keep an eye on that as we look like Caustic just having a little bit of struggle on these new tires. As Jason Warren, Andy Kurt's able to take advantage of him early. You see that steering wheel kind of turned over to the right, and it's like Michael Caustic going to the outside, but you see it's just a fine line. You're kind of barely turning that wheel, getting back on the throttle, and you're immediately counter steering. Seems like it's getting really squarely off the corner. Go back and check some battles right here. Got Matt Clement with Jason Lottridge. Lottridge trying to get around Matt. Matt dropped back a couple spots before we started, but just taking his time in that no-neck fast repair. Number 19 Chevy. Greg Barnett a little bit loose on the front stretch. So Stephen Gibson and 39 of Kenny Peck gonna go to the inside and actually gonna open the door for Steve McDonald. Andy Kurtz able to hang on to that second spot. Maybe look to run down Jason Warren here. As always, before we get kind of rolling, as Andy Kurtz gets right to the back bumper, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Warren School of Racing Etiquette, Flexible Freight Solutions, Cofalt Asphalt Refinishing, Rebel Racing Network, Peg Leg Felts, Logic Brake Pedals, Thunderstruck Super Series, Gander Farm and Ranch, and Brandon Wallace's Used Tires. Getting a little single file here as we get into lap 7. But Lokovit's looking really, really strong. Andy Kurtz as well. No Caustic like I do. He is maybe the master tire saver. He'll let guys go early, but man, he comes roaring back once the tires get overheated. Right now, he's trying to hold off the 79 of Josh Lokovitz, who's having a really, really strong start here. Josh looking down to the inside, has the bottom. Seeing guys not be able to hold the bottom and get up to the top side. Really hard to make that pass off the bottom. It looks to be the case there. So maybe an issue passing as we get into the run here. Little four-car breakaway. Jason, Andy, Mike, and Josh. Drafting not a huge deal, but it definitely can help you down the straightaway. So they stay single file. It's going to be really, really hard for 5th place Aaron Adcock to run these guys down, as he is about second and a half behind this group. Tyler Rice right behind him. back to the pack and see if we find any racing. And going all the way back through the field, the whole field, single file. Kenneth Pack on that high side, maybe trying to make it work. Right behind him, you see the 58 car of Jonathan Cofield, the favorite for the championship, no doubt. That would be an easy pick if somebody put a gun to my head and said, "Hey, pick who's going to win the championship this year." It would be him if he can make sure his internet stays together. He actually missed some of the playoffs, missed a race in the playoffs, missed the cutoff, and wasn't able to continue, but he definitely was the dominant car all season long. But that may be a good strategy. If you like to win races, you don't really care about the championships, just go out there and pull the plug in the playoffs. Don't win the championship, because in this series, if you are a champion, you only get to run 6 races. Try to keep some of that parity, which I think is what makes this series so popular. I mean, 28, 30 drivers showing up almost every week. And putting on a dang good show, I'll tell you that. Cofield looking to maybe take it 3 wide on Stephen Gibson. Oh, actually going to get to the wall. Might have gotten a little bit of damage out of that. May have hit it pretty square. So go back up front though. Andy Kurtz looking to the inside of Jason Warren. Josh Logan starting to lose the front 3 just a little bit. But we had like a pass for the lead, but Warren able to get a good run off the corner. It's always tough when the bottom line is the preferred line, yet the corner's so tight that you can't get a run off the corner. So that top side becomes really, really strong when you're passing. If you're running by yourself, you're pretty much running the bottom line. So it's like passing is going to be a premium here tonight. Clean air, being up towards the front, pit strategy is going to be really important to keep yourself up front and keep that track position. You already see, I mean, Cofield bouncing it off the walls, trying to go get by these guys. We got somebody in the wall there, Matt Clement, up against the wall, kind of stuck up there. Able to get it off that wall, but he is going to lose a ton of spots out of that, and he's still going to lose them as his momentum is completely shot. As Brandon Wallace going to go by him along with Kai Schapper, Josh Oswald. So Matt Clement in some trouble early. Go back up front though, this 3-way battle. Michael Kostick getting right to the back bumper of Andy Kurtz. Andy's going to do something quick, or that 3 car is going to be making his bid for the front. Andy just not really sure what to do. Already tried to go down to the bottom, not able to get the run off the corner, so he's going to try to work the high side, maybe get a run down this front straightaway and have position going into 1, get a little bit further in, maybe go up to the top here. That's what he's going to try to do, get that nose up to the, oh, real close there. Is he going to drive it in on the outside, knowing that it's going to be so difficult to make that pass off the bottom and not able to really get there? Boy, this is some close racing to go down the backstretch on lap 17. Andy Kurtz just trying to find a way around the 32 machine. Definitely seems like he's faster, but now he's got to contend with Michael Kostick. And these 3 drivers right here are a pleasure to watch. Any series that they're racing, always have a great time racing these 3. Can't say anything but good things about them. Know how to put on a show, that's for dang sure. Real clean. It's always a pleasure to race with guys who can race you hard. You know, they're not just gonna give you a spot, but race you hard, race you clean, and you can always count on them. You know, trust is a hard thing to find in iRacing. Doing any kind of computer game, computer racing, whatever, it's always hard to find those people you can trust not to run over you, hit you off the corner when you're racing side by side. And these are 3 that you can definitely trust to race you clean. Jason Warren, historically, not the best tire saver on the big oval cars, and I think he would say that himself. So it's not, and I'm not really saying anything that's not true. But I will say, so far in this race, he's looking like he's doing a great job of it. As Andy's had a couple shots at him, but he has been able to hold him off. But I mean, honestly, it doesn't like either driver is being held up. So he's doing a great job right now, saving those tires and making sure that he's able to hang on to that lead. As we are spread out here, we got guys all over the track. We'll bring up the track map PC. The whole front stretch is littered with cars. We have 27 of Michael Nash, who is out all alone out there in turn 4, but not real sure if he had some sort of issue or what. I think that may have been who blinked out for a little while, because I'm not even showing he's registering on the timing and scoring. Got a battle back here. Tyler Rice falling into the clutches of Kyle Roberts. Aaron Adcock has been able to get around Josh Lokovitz, and Tyler Rice trying to follow along. Or Kyle Roberts trying to follow along, excuse me. And then right behind him, Jonathan Cofield up 18 spots. Oh, we got a pass for the lead. Andy able to get quite a bit of car on the inside, but you just see not being able to use the track off the corner, having to hold it down, not able to make that pass. So you have to go back, find a better spot. We saw him try to get to the outside on the front straightaway. I think that's what you got to do. I think you got to get a run off the corner, get a run down the straightaways, particularly the front stretch, and try to get that car on his right rear quarter, try to drive it down in the corner and get that high line. So go back here and watch this. We'll try to keep the battle for the lead, but I do want to show other drivers. As we got battles all over the track. Logan Sturgeon, Brandon Wallace, Alvaline in the Reaper Racing 99. Battling out. This is for 18th position. Guys kind of fanning out all over the place. Ooh, Brandon Wallace gets a little bit out of the groove, trying to miss Logan. Able to get to his outside, though. Don't know if Logan maybe has some damage or his tires are just out of shape, but he is going to the outside. And Charles Stevens, last season's champion, running in 20th. Well, uncharacterized. Oh, it's 39 of Kenneth Packing into the wall. He's going to be slow off the corner. As Logan Sturgeon able to get back around Brandon Wallace. These dudes are racing. Charles Stevens is going to drop down in the corner. Try to make that move work. And, man, these guys are not holding back here. On lap 26. See the 22 of Kieran and Church way down on the bottom. Charles Stevens able to get around Brandon Wallace. Now he's looking to the inside of Logan Sturgeon. These two former teammates. Logan going to drive down on his right side. Charles going to slide up a little bit. See if Charles can get that pass done. Not able to. That run off the top side just too strong. Logan gets back by him. Got somebody in the wall up there. Looks like Kai Shepard stuck to the wall. I've seen quite a few guys get up there, get too close to the wall, and get hung up in it. Seen that a couple times. Oh, Logan Sturgeon gets a little bit loose. That's going to open that high line up for Charles Stevens. Charles, unless he overdrives it, should be able to make that work. Charles, though, way out of the groove. Let's see what that run looks like down the front stretch. Gets a nice run. Logan going to jump down to the bottom, try to make it the line as short as possible. And Charles Stevens able to take that spot moves him up to 6th place. But man, this is like it's like a nameplate race back here. You guys racing their guts out. Brandon Wallace way up the track. Kyle Shepard has to check up. And now Kieran and Church all over the back bumper. Logan Sturgeon. Oh, somebody else in the wall. Jason Lottridge. See him get in the wall. We can really tell how much they're having to lift now that we have 30 laps on the tires. He was really off the throttle, letting it roll for a long, long time. So you can definitely tell that this car is a little bit tight now, and which definitely explains why guys are not able to make passes off the bottom. The car just getting too tight and they're having to put so much wheel into it. We'll actually watch on board as he goes down into the corner. Seems like he's coming to a complete stop. So, he blinks out. Go try to find some battles on the track. Tyler Rice, Kyle Roberts, and Steve McDonald here, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tyler Rice has dropped the spot from where he started, trying to hold off Kyle Roberts, who has been moving up through the field. He's going to the inside now. See if he can make that pass. Tyler looks to not have such a great run off the corner. Kyle looks like he's gonna get the clear. He does. Pulls up in front of him, going into the corner. Hi, how you doing? See you later. Steve McDonald looking fast too. Going to go by him as well. So Tyler Rice starting to fall back just a little bit. He is definitely looking for some caution or some sort of maybe come on down pit road. I think if I know how these races usually go, you can usually go probably about 60 laps, around 60 laps or so on fuel. So might expect to see some guys come in the next 5 to 10 laps. And Steve McDonald, man, just drives by all of them and takes off, gets that spot from Tyler and Kyle. And Mickey Isaac making an appearance here tonight. Last night in Apex, he was on a fuel strategy, and I'm pretty sure he's not happy that I'm talking about this, but man was leading the race and come off of turn 4, ran out of gas, and the second place, who was also saving gas, was right behind him and finished second. Great finish though for Mickey, but definitely a heartbreaker as he almost got a win over at Apex. But Mickey started 7th. He's running 8th. He's trying to maintain a little bit. Definitely seems to be a little bit faster than Kyle Roberts right now if he can get around him. But about 8 seconds off the lead. Man, we're having a really great green flag run here. I love to see this. As we'll go back and watch this pack right here. This has been the action pack right here. As the racing has been pretty amazing for this part of the track. Going forward with Kai Shepard here. He's got a good view of this Brandon Wallace, Logan Sturgeon race. They make a little bit of contact coming off the corner. Brandon Wallace is going to lift. That's going to open the door for Kai, who we saw get into the wall and lose a bunch of spots. So he looking to make up some ground that he lost to run that top side in 1 and 2. You see Brandon Wallace gets a great drop through the middle, but the outside with a much superior run. Should be able to make that pass and go down to 3. Does. Well, all right. You know, if you're in the front, you probably go around lap 50 coming down pit road. But if you're here in the back, if you're running, you know, if I'm Jonathan Cofield or Aaron Adcock, speaking of, up here getting ready to battle for 4th place, if I'm one of these two drivers, I may cut in a little bit early, maybe on lap 45, try to make up some time with some fresh tires. If I'm leading, though, I'm going as long as I possibly can. Watch this battle. You definitely can see that Cofield driving it. Oh, and Aaron Adcock gets a little bit of that apron and 2-foot smashes it. You see the smoke come out from behind him. He locks those front tires up to keep that car straight. The really, really awesome maneuver. But scary when you have somebody right behind you. Is Cofield did a great job of staying off of him. But a scary moment for both of those drivers. Just a weird, you know, I don't even know if this works in real life, but in iRacing, in the oval cars, if you get a little yawed out and about to spin, you can actually hold the gas and press the brake down, and it will straighten the car up. You'll lose a lot of time, but you may can save the car, and sometimes that's worth it. But when someone's right on your bumper, it can be a tough deal. See, Cofield driving in so much deeper than the 23. Oh, it's Cofield's going to get in the wall off the corner. Hang on to it, Jonathan. And these guys fighting for 4th and 5th, and they are 8 seconds off this lead group here. As these 3 drivers, man, have really set sail. I talked to Jason Warren before the race. He hadn't done that much practice, you know, and I talked about his tire saving issues in the past. But man, really doing a great job tonight, as we are well into a tire run, and he is still leading this thing and actually pulling away. Of course, in these type of races where things are really, really tight, aero makes all the difference in the world. If you can be that lead car, you don't have anybody taking air off the front of your Chevrolet, and so you've got the most downforce out of anybody. Andy Kurtz, you know, has some of the least as he gets right to the bumper of Jason Warren. So as he gets closer, his car gets worse and worse. So clean air is going to be so important. So if I'm Andy Kurtz, I'm going to try to pit without letting Jason know. Try to come down, get a lap fresher tires on the track. Maybe try to undercut him and get that lead, get that clean air. If I'm Mike Cossack, I'm doing the same thing. But I better believe if I'm Jason Warren and they cut down pit road, or they say it, they actually call it out, I'm going with them. As we get ready for some pit stops, pretty soon I would imagine, right, if nobody goes before lap 50, I think 50 will be the first lap somebody hits down pit road to cut this thing in half. Well, let's watch some racing, man. We've got it all over the track. Brandon Pollock on the outside of Chuck Phelps. Right in front of them, Charles Stevens looking to the inside of Tyler Rice. Tyler Rice still sliding backwards. Charles Stevens, big mover. As we finally got our first taker on pit road. Michael Kostick going to bring that number 3 Sheets machine down pit road, get 4 tires fuel. Came a little bit early. Going to try to get that undercut. Let's see what Jason Moore and Andy Kurtz do. You know, we know there'll be some folks who stay out and stretch it as long as they can, running in the back. Got a few drivers who like to run it out. So Michael Cossack comes down pit road. Tyler Rice, Steve McDonald coming down pit road as well. As Jason Warren, Andy Kurtz drive on by. Jonathan Cofield, Aaron Adcock making their way down pit road. So pit road wide open here. As definitely everybody going to be good to go from here on out if we don't get a caution. So this will be the last stop of the night if we stay green. So a couple drivers, 4th, 5th, 3rd have already pitted. As pit road definitely busy. Got Todd Schott, Kyle Roberts, Charles Stevens Jr., Chuck Pegleg Phelps, Brandon Pollock, all coming down pit road. Get 4 tires of fuel. And here comes Andy Kurtz on lap 49. I expect to see Jason Warren almost immediately. Now Mickey Isaac, he pitted about 4 or 5 laps ago, and man, he is only 9 seconds. Oh, I'm crazy as all get out. Anyway, Jason Warren coming down pit road. I'm having a stroke apparently. Anybody else smell burnt toast? Jason Warren gives up the lead. Got a little scrape on that right side, looks like, and going to come down pit road. Make his what I hope to be a final stop of the night. And Mickey Isaac assumes the lead. You see Andy Kurtz in that 5 with those fresher tires, like a rocket ship down the front straightaway. He unlaps himself and actually goes around. There's Jason Warren there down on the apron right now trying to get up to speed. So you see there's a couple laps that he was able to get on those fresh tires. Andy Kurtz able to take over that lead. But also Michael Cossack right up here. Once everybody pits and everything cycles through, he pitted on lap 45. So he is about a 1.5 seconds away in front of Andy Kurtz. So I think Andy's going to have a little bit fresher tires, going to be able to make up some of that distance. But Jason Warren just didn't have a good pit stop. He stopped a lap or so after Andy Kurtz, but he is some 4.2 seconds behind Andy. So he's got some work to do to get caught up to those 3. But right now, Matt Clement now in the lead as Mickey Isaac comes down pit road. Let's see if Matt stays out, try to get him some bonus points for leading the lap. He is going to. Of course, Matt started in 6th place, got caught into the wall a little bit, got stuck, really couldn't get out, lost a ton of spots. He would love to see a caution right now, I can tell you that. Looks like Matt Clement, Kenneth Peck, Kieran Church, Josh Logan, Alan Bernecki, Stephen Gibson, or Stephen Gibson actually comes down pit road now, but looks like these guys trying to stretch it as long as they can. Caution right now would really shake things up, that's for sure. Well, 45 laps to go in this race. Matt Clement with the lead has yet to make his stop. He's last of 3 that hasn't come down pit road just yet. Go back and watch. Will be the pass for the lead once everything cycles through and we don't have a caution. As Andy Kurtz with the few lap pressure tires has run down Michael Kostick and is looking to the inside. See how hard Michael fights here. Going to hang on to that right rear quarter as they go down the straightaway. Andy going to drop all the way down to the apron. Make that straightaway as short as possible. Should be able to clear him or be pretty darn close to go into 1. And the bottom has been pretty strong. All new tires and able to take that spot. So he will cycle around to the lead once the 3 in front have made their pit stop. Al Renecki in that 72 coming down pit road. So that leaves Matt Clement, Kieran Church, the last 2 that have yet to pit. So they're really stretching it. And once you go past, when everybody else starts pitting and you decide to run it all the way, you might as well run it all the way to the end of your fuel cell and get the most out of it, hope for a caution. But here comes Matt down pit road. Of course, he's got a really nice paint scheme. No Next Fast Repair. That's an inside joke. He has had a couple times where he has needed repairs, had the Fast Repair unchecked as you do, and need repairs and not be able to get him because he had it unchecked. So, but the lead cycles to Kieran Church, last one to not pit. He is going to be in trouble soon, though, as Andy Kurtz now 2 seconds behind him. So I don't necessarily just love this strategy going all the way just because you put so many cars ahead of you that you have to pass, and at a track that's hard to pass, not sure I just love this strategy and the way that it works out. I'd rather be coming out with a fresh tires. He gets out off the corner pretty hot. Oh, he is going to slide. I'm not sure if he made it down to speed. 45 miles an hour is the speed limit. He was pretty dang close, or 50 actually. So I don't know if he got caught. We'll try to pay attention to that if we can. But that turns the lead over to Andy Kurtz. Andy Kurtz with a 6/10 lead over Mike Kostick. And Jason Warren has cut down his deficit to 1.7 seconds. Jason Warren, 4 laps fresher tires than Mike Kostick, but only 1 lap fresher than Andy. So looks like Andy Kurtz, the best one on track to get on and off pit road. So the lap before and the lap after, he was the fastest. Jason Warren about 2 seconds slower all over it. Wow, is Logan Sturgeon, what the heck? Drives down in the corner and they make contact, and he spins down to the inside and comes back up the track and just clobbers the leader. There's still no caution. I don't understand. We got 2 cars sitting on the track, but caution doesn't come out. I don't know what's going on there. Logan Sturgeon still sitting on the track, trying to get that caution to come out. We go back and maybe can see what happened if the replay thing will work. Logan. Kurtz definitely gets the run here, and I'm not really sure what happened there. As my goodness. But we stay under green. That gives the lead over to Michael Kostick. Is Logan Sturgeon. I'm not real sure. You know, Andy Kurtz had the run there, and all you really need to do is just kind of, I mean, you can race them if you want to, but I don't know if it was necessarily needed to kind of come down the track a little bit, but I don't know. It's hard to see sometimes from this broadcast booth maybe what happened. I don't know if Andy came up a little bit or exactly what happened there, but looks like Andy was expecting Logan to maybe be up the track a little bit. But disappointing there for Andy as he was in a good spot there with the lead, and now he is on pit road getting a tow. But that's racing, I guess. That's what. That's why you run all 100 of them. Well, if you're Jason Warren, you got to be feeling pretty good now that that happened to Andy, as he will have, you know, he's got a little bit fresher tires than Mike. Just needs to navigate this traffic, and he seemed to be a little bit better on the long run. So we'll see if he's able to run him down. That'll kind of be the storyline. Is, you know, these three, Andy, Mike, and Jason, had really separated themselves from the field. And now that Andy's out, it's a two-car race. Or if we're in Kentucky, I guess it's a two-horse race. As Steve McDonald, who is running in third place, he is 12 seconds behind the leader. See Matt Clement on those fresh tires. Trying to get his lap back here. As we look at the lap time difference here, the last 5 laps, Jason Warren a good bit faster every lap, a couple tenths every, tenth and a half, 3 tenths, 2 tenths, about even, and 2 tenths. So Jason Warren definitely making up some ground here. '79 of Josh Lukovitz. Trying to get a lap back here. Last lap, Mike Caustic runs a 32.80. Jason Warren a 32.66 is, Logan Sturgeon. Again, almost in some sort of wreck. Let's see if we can go back. Don't know what's going on with Logan tonight. Running up high, Matt Clement coming with fresher tires. He's way up the racetrack. Matt Clement definitely coming. Logan Sturgeon comes down the track all the way and puts Matt into the wall for just no good reason. So I don't know what's going on with Logan. Logan, let us know if you're okay. Good grief. No caution. Last lap by, Jason Warren struggling with some lap traffic. Loses a couple tenths that he had gained. And Michael Caustic getting passed by Josh Lukovitz, unlapping himself, so some tire difference here. Got a battle for position on the track in third place. Todd Schott. Hadn't talked about him much, but man, he's doing a great job up here in third. Both these drivers pitted within a couple of laps of each other, so their tires should be pretty even. got about 27 laps to go here in the Bubba Tire Barn 100, and it has been a fantastic race. A long green flag run with some pit strategy, some action, some weird action. But I think we'll have a good race here at the end. We try to watch this little battle here between Todd and Steven. They are 12 seconds back from the two leaders, running third and fourth. Bring up the track map. Steven 3 entering into turn 4. We're into turn 3, coming into 4 now. Well, our leader, Michael Kossik's got lap car in front of him, lap car behind him. So he has got all kinds of traffic going on. And Jason Warren slowly cutting into that lead, 9/10. Kyle Roberts has crashed, apparently. Not sure. Look like he was able to get out and tow pretty quick. But let's go on board with Jason Warren as we watch his bid to try to run down Michael Kossick. So I don't know if people have to make it. I see guys, Jason Lottridge making a pit stop, Kyle Roberts making a pit stop. Jonathan Cofield makes a pit stop as well. So I don't know if they need to pit again for fuel. I'm not real sure. Jason Warren can smell blood as we're on board with him right now, and you can see that 3 car battling it out with some traffic there. And Warren now in attack mode as they take 23 laps to go here in this 100-lap race. Jason Warren is there. You can see that car getting a lot bigger in his windshield. The fresher tires. Plenty of time to make this pass. There's no rush. I mean, you know you're faster. You've been able to run him down. I mean, if I'm Jason Warren, just taking my time and you know, I've got 22 laps to figure this out, how to get around him. Don't have to do it all in one go. So we'll see. Kind of sit back, wait to see if you can make him make a mistake. Goes down to the bottom, though. He's looking to make that pass now as Jason Lottridge with those fresh tires with a huge run beside the 32. So the fresh tires of Jason Lottridge, you can see the difference there as he pitted on lap 74. So he had just pitted. Jason Warren with a big run here. He's going to go down to the apron. 20 laps to go. The 3 and the 32. I think if I'm the 3, I'm a little bit nervous because I know I'm in a disadvantage of tires, and Jason Warren has done a great job tonight showing that he can drive fast on new tires, old tires. He's looking down at the bottom now. See if Kossick can hold him off on that top side. Jason Warren going to cut the exit of the corner, try to make it. Not able to make the pass there. Alan Wernicke coming right behind him. Presents a little bit of problem whenever you're trying to battle for a position here. You got guys with fresher tires coming behind you. That top side just so strong. But he does. He gets beside him here down the front straightaway. Let's see if he can make that make the car stick into 1 and 2. He's really going to need to get a good roll through the center, get back on the gas. You just see he's not able to get on the throttle like he needs to. And Al Renecki making everybody nervous here. Renecki trying to get his lap back, so if a caution does come out, he will be on the lead lap. I mean, it's a very, very important position to be in. You don't want to break up a battle for the lead, but he's running his race. He's not running theirs, so it's important that he gets back by Caustic and gets himself on the lead lap. $16 laps to go in this one. Jason Warren probably sitting back there saying, man, you didn't have no problem racing me and getting up there beside me. Be nice if you get up there and get beside Caustic. That's exactly what he's going to do. So he's going to open the door here to give Jason Warren a little bit of extra speed. Caustic should let him go here, try to get back down to the bottom. Jason Warren, they're going to try to take advantage. Is Caustic going to fight back on the outside of Alan Renecki? That's going to slow him up just a little bit. And here comes Jason Warren. He's going to tuck up to the outside. Jason not really sure where to go. He's probably going to go down to the bottom and follow Alan. And he does all the way to the bottom. Caustic way up the racetrack, but we've seen that run be extremely strong. And Caustic gets that big run off the corner, able to hang on to it for now. But we are back to having a battle for the lead. It took us about 7 laps to get back to it with the lap cars. So how much tire does Jason Warren have left, and how is he going to get around Caustic? We've seen guys try to make the move on the bottom. You see him driving it hard into the corner, but Caustic going to have the run off the corner down the straightaway. Just not going to work. So Warren's going to have to figure out another way to get around that 3 machine. Jason Warren able to drive right back to his back bumper every time that he has to lift. So he's definitely got the speed. He just needs to figure out a way to get around him. And Mike Caustic doing exactly what he needs to do. He says, oh, you want the entry to the corner? Well, you can have it. You go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to keep my line off the corner and get that good run off and not allow you to use the whole track. So Jason, we're going to have to figure out another way. Jump up to the outside, do something. Because it just doesn't seem like that bottom line is going to work. $11 laps to go. Jason Warren 2/10 off the lead. He's going to go up to the outside. Going to lose a ton of time on entry there. Does a little tail slap to the wall. Jason Warren driving as hard as he possibly can. Michael looking really, really strong right now. Jason not able to get back to him like he was, so Jason definitely been driving the wheels off that thing. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of lap traffic still with 9 laps to go. As Kenneth Pack right in front of these drivers, so we're not out of lap traffic just yet. These two matching lap times. This time, though, Jason Warren has been a good bit faster. We'll see as they come to the line what the lap times are, but Jason with a pretty good little run there. Yeah, Jason Warren about a 10th faster that lap. What can he do with Michael Kosick? Can he make the pass? What's he going to do here? Going to sit there on his bumper, a last-second decision to dive down to the corner, maybe try to slide job if he can clear him. Not able to do it, though. Going to try to get on the gas and slide up the track, and does it with a slide job. A little crossover here from the 3 of some dirt track action, but this is the best thing if the 3 cannot get this position back going to the corner. He's going to drive down on his door and make that outside work like Kosick has been doing. What a fantastic move. What a great slide job. Oh, he slides up a little bit on exit, though. That Kosick going to leave a little room there, leave him in it. But 3 and 4 has been where that top side's been strong. Let's see if Jason Warren can make it happen. As they are side by side with 7 laps to go. Comes off the corner. Going to have most likely the run. Kosick hanging on, but the 32 with a fantastic slide job, able to take over the lead with 6 laps to go, and now he's got to get gone. Kosick not going to give up. He's going to have the draft and a little bit of run here down the back straightaway. Don't count Kosick out. Kosick can do the same thing. He's going to have a little bit higher entry, maybe try to get a run. Jason Warren comes off the corner with plenty of speed. Kosick, that high entry kind of hurt him there as they come and take 5 laps to go. Kosick put up a fantastic battle, but that slide job was really well executed. Kosick, though, tried the crossover, but the high line's just been too strong. Once that slide job was complete, that was the move of the race if there was one. Jason Warren looking at these lap cars going, please do not get side by side. These guys race from position, so they're gonna run their own race, but Jason Warren loses a little bit of time there in 1 and 2. Mike Kosick is right back to the back bumper. Seems like that draft is working pretty good as Kosick looking, maybe try to get to the inside here as Jason Warren sees these lap cars get closer and closer. He's going to have to make good decisions. This can make or break this race on what he does here. Doesn't look like he's catching them that fast, but I think they will get there before the end of this race. And if you choose wrong, it could be a bad deal here. But nose to tail for first and second. What are these lap cars going to do? They're going to get out of the way, or they're going to keep racing for their position. They are entitled to do either one. Definitely don't want to see them become part of the race, but for the lead. But they are there, so it's a 4-car little gaggle here as Kenneth Pack moves up out of the way, doesn't want to be a part of it. Gotta love that. Tyler Rice most likely going to give way as well. They go down into 3 and 4, 2 laps to go here. Tyler Rice going to get back to the back bumper of Jason Warren. And Kosick actually has to slow up there. That was a terrible thing for Michael Kosick, as he has to check up for the 6 car and actually has to get behind him. So we're on the white flag, and that may have been the race right there. That little checkup that Kosick had to do, I think that's going to be it. I don't think that he can come back and get it done. Jason Warren just needs to hit his marks here. Kosick can't make a run on him here unless he makes a mistake. But coming out of turn 4, what an amazing drive by Jason Warren and takes home the checker flag in the Bubba Tire Barn. 100. Michael Kosick going to finish second, and they are 11 seconds ahead of Todd Schott, who's going to bring it home in third place. What a fantastic race. Green flag racing. All kinds of strategies going on. Some incidents that are just wild. And Jason Warren and Michael Kosick with a fantastic battle there. Just legendary battle here in the Arca Series. So Jason Warren did everything right and was able to win this race tonight. Jason Warren doing donuts on the front straightaway, celebrating that win. Be excited to talk to him. I mean, that's been one of the better races he's put together. He's had a couple tonight in the Grand National Series, finished in third place, was strong all night, and then come out tonight. And honestly, felt like he was the best car on the track pretty much all the time. Had a little bad pit strategy, but with Andy having some bad luck, that put him in the driver's seat. Well, let's talk to some of these people if we can. Let's see if we can get Todd Schott in the broadcast booth. Find out where he is. There he is. Let's get these interviews underway. Todd, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Well, congratulations on a fantastic race. Up 18 spots from where you started, man. That was a lot of fun to watch. You had some good battles there all race long. Kind of snuck in there on me. Wasn't really talking too much about you, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're in third place. Talk about your race, Todd.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I just kind of fell in a groove there and kind of started figuring things out, and then just went from there.
What do you feel like you figured out?
Just how to get around there and not kill the right front too early, and just made it last, and it just kept a pretty good pace.
Well, 18 spots. You were definitely moving all night long. Really nice to see a long green flag run, green flag pit stops, and man, you're able to put it in third place. So congratulations. That was a lot of fun to watch, and uh, you know, 11 seconds back from the top two, but a caution come out. You may have been talking to Todd Schott being the winner. What do you think?
Maybe so.
Well, man, good race. Good to talk to you. Always glad to see you do well. As always, man, who you got to thank? Sponsor shout outs.
uh, just the team, Dirt Affliction. Got to thank the guys back in the shop. Built a good ripcord chassis we brought out tonight, so it was working really good.
All right. All right. Good job, Todd. We'll be talking to you later.
I appreciate it.
If I can remember where the heck you were. All right. Well, let's talk to second place, Mike Kostick. Mike, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you don't sound too thrilled. But man, I know it's a disappointing race, finishing second. But man, what a great race! Y'all put on a show. Y'all were racing really hard, raced clean, and just came up a little bit short with those older tires, pitting a little bit early. Had a good job, did a good job, kind of doing the undercut there. And then there at the end, just came up a little bit short, but a great race. Talk about it from your point of view.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun racing with Andy and Jason, especially early on when we had that 3-car breakaway. But yeah, I tried to undercut them a little bit and just drive a little easier because I burned the tires up a little bit on the first run. And it just didn't work out.
Yeah, odd to see you burning the tires up versus others because I sort of crowned you the tire saving king, and you could definitely show a lot of patience out there. What do you think that you three were doing differently? You had 12 seconds on third and fourth place. What do you think y'all were doing differently that made up 12 seconds there on that long green flag run?
And I couldn't even tell you. I got about 7 laps practice here. I was just kind of winging it.
Well, hey, hey, if I can finish second in a race like this, winging it, I'd be winging it every week, man. So, man, what a great battle at the end. Y'all put on a show, and it's always good to talk to you, Mike. Really enjoy racing around you, and just hate that you came up short, but you put on a good show, finishing second.
I appreciate it.
All right, anybody got to thank sponsor shout outs?
Yeah, thank Warren School Racing Etiquette, Flexible Freight Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Rebels Racing Network. Appreciate you doing the broadcast. It's fun going back to watch them.
Well, all right. Well, man, congratulations again on second place. Looking forward to talking to you a lot more. And yeah, that's it. Have a good night.
I appreciate it. Everyone.
Well, all right, man. A few words, Mike Kostick. Um, Definitely, probably a little bit disappointed, but he's always kind of even keel like that. So let's bring Jason Warren up in the booth. Jason, this is Eddie. You got me?
What's going on, man?
Man, what's going on? Well, I talked about you, and I said something that you would say yourself that these big tracks, man, tire saving not your forte. But tonight, man, you turned the corner in that as you were the best car all night long. I feel like you had the lead early, able to control the race for the most part. Had an issue on pit road. You were about a second slower over the entire lap versus Andy Kurtz. But had the fresher tires at the end. Andy Kurtz had his issue, and man, it was just you and Mike Kostick there. The last 25 laps, just an insane battle, man. Talk about your race.
That was a freaking blast, my man. I knew I was gonna be fast as hell. I was obviously worried about tires, but I decided I was gonna drive the living shit out of it, and the tires just stayed with it. I was Kurtz was really quick, and then I think he's down there in an ambulance right now. I think he's got a couple broken legs. I don't know what the hell. Well, I know what happened, but good God. Um, We need to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. But yeah, Kurtz was fast as shit. Caustic, he raced me clean. I was quicker than him, but still, there's a difference between being quicker than someone and actually being able to pass them. But regardless, he raced me clean, and very appreciative of that. It's fun as hell, man.
Yeah, it's always fun. I was talking about you three in particular early in the race when y'all were kind of pulling away from the pack. I mean, you had 12 seconds on the field at one point, you three. But talked about how y'all are it's the people that I trust the most to race hard, but also race clean. And when you go into a corner side by side with either any of y'all, you're gonna come out the other end. And y'all had some lap traffic you had to work through. I mean, I can't imagine how stressful it was trying to get through that, dealing with that, trying to figure out what lane to pick. And then there at the end, I mean, just did a great slide job. Definitely the move of the race to complete that slide job. And even though he's going to do the undercut, you knew the high side was going to be a lot faster. So just a fantastic move, man. But y'all three put on a show. I don't know. I mean, what do you think? 12 seconds on third. Y'all had 12 seconds on fourth place. Where do you think you come up with 12 seconds?
In 3 and 4, I didn't get to practice at all, obviously. But in 3 and 4, around lap 8 or 9, I started dragging the brake while hitting the throttle, just dragging the brake just enough to let the car rotate, and then I would just gun it, and then just trusting it would stick, and it stuck literally every lap. I think I grazed the wall once, but no biggie. Just dragging the brake in 3 and 4, and dragging the brake a little bit in 1, just enough to let the car rotate and hit the throttle and just. Ri- this is good. I like this track. I like it a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, it seemed to like you, man, and y'all three put on a heck of a show. I mean, the racing was good all around the track, other than a few weird incidents, but most of the field a lot of fun. And man, I tell you what, Lotter's not gonna have anything to say about you tonight, I don't think.
Nah, he's a pussy.
Well, all right, man. Well, congratulations on the win, man. I mean, you deserved it. You were the fastest car on the track all race long. Had that incident, or not incident, but issue on pit road, just a little bit slower. I don't know if you've even had an incident, but came out a few seconds behind, able to run down Caustic and take home the win, man, just in dramatic fashion. So a lot of fun, man. Good to see that. Glad to see you win. And anybody want to thank any shout outs or sponsors?
Yeah, first shout out goes to you. You're an amazing broadcaster. Thoroughly look forward to. I'll watch the Cup race well, not the Cup race, the Grand National back as well, or race back as well. And I'll definitely watch this one back. You do a great job. Velocity Motorsports, of course. Huge shout out to Kent Hunley. He helped me a lot. Tonight I sent him a message on Facebook and asked him, I don't know anything about the Arca cars, like what steering ratio. And apparently in the Arca cars, the more negative you go, the better instead of positive. So that helped out a lot. It's a big shout out to Kent Hunley. Brandon Wallace, he's a pussy too, but he puts on a great league. Um, yeah, that's about it. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations again, man. A lot of fun. Honestly, I'm a little jealous because this is the one I'd be proud of the most, just because of how you had to work through it and work for it. So, man, great win. Good to see you take that victory, and like I said, in dominant fashion. So, congratulations again, Jason.
I got one more shout out.
Go ahead.
My fiance just came home from the bar. I think she had a few drinks. She's laying on the bed. I think she's hurting for a squirting, so we may just do that right now. Big shout out to her.
All right, 10-4. Well, there you have it, the winner, Jason Warren, with nailing the dismount, and but he's your winner tonight. As we go ahead and bring up the results and see where everybody else finished. As always, we know the top three. Mickey Isaac with a fantastic run comes home in in fourth. Stephen McDonald comes home in fifth. Good run for him. Charles Stevens up 18 spots from where he started. Comes home in 18th. Nick Schaefer is going to be your hard charger for tonight as he was able to make up 21 spots. He is in seventh. Kai Shapper with a good finish in eighth. Alan Wernicke in ninth. Greg Barnett in 10th. Chuck Feltz 11th. 12th is Josh Lokovitz. Excuse me. Struggling here. 13th is Kenneth Peck. Tyler Rice finished 14th. Jonathan Cofield, not really sure what happened to him. He was on his way towards the front, and then something happened. But he finishes in 15th. 16th, Stephen Gibson. 17th, Josh Oswald. 18th, Kieran Church. 19th, William Griffith. 20th is Brandon Pollock. Jason Lottridge. 21st, 22nd, Logan Sturgeon. 23rd, Matt Clement. 24th, Brandon Wallace. 25th, Kyle Roberts. And your Cofield Hard Luck Award winner is going to be Andy Kurtz for sure. Is just a weird incident there. I'm still kind of confused about how that even happened. Is Logan Sturgeon and him get together there, and Logan spins down to the inside, comes back up the track, and just demolishes Andy. So definitely the Hard Luck Award winner, going to come home in 26th after having a really fast race car. Aaron Adcock finishes 27th. Not really sure what happened to him either, but comes home 27th, and Michael Nash in 28th. So, but a good race, man. I tell you, lots of ups and downs, but good green flag racing and fantastic finish. I mean, this series just never fails um, to deliver. So, good race, good job, Brandon Wallace, putting on a great series. You want to shout out the website? We got a new website, RebelRacingNetwork.com. Go check that out. Got some videos on there that you can check out. Yeah, we'll have some possibly some news, some you can check out maybe some recaps or something of the race on there soon. We'll see what happens with it, but definitely go check it out. And we will be off. Let's see. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll Intensity be doing. Oh no, we won't have a broadcast for the Syndicate Cup Series. Intensity will be back on Sunday night, and then Rebel Racing Network will be back Thursday night with Apex. So uh, we're looking forward to getting back on Thursday. So thank y'all for watching. A lot of fun. We'll see y'all next time.